In this session, we are going to do the full Small Universe cycle. So it's a series of different practices that work with different phases of our energy. And the different, I guess, groups of practices or sets of practices. So they are waking the chi, which works on waking up our energy, activating it, getting it flowing to begin with. Then we'll do 12 rivers, which works with the organ meridians and their flows. Then between heaven and earth, which works with the extraordinary meridians, and in particular, as those become active, it fills the energy out into our energy field. And then finally, we'll do some of the into the flow practices, which are flowing practices, which are a bit like working with the clouds and rain. So there's this flowing through, there's this water analogy that flows through where we activate the energy, which actually ends with some rain. Then we have the rivers. The extraordinary meridians are like ocean currents, which send vapor into the energy field or the air, and then the clouds and the rain works with that energy, which then of course rains back down and then goes into the rivers, oceans, so on. So there's this cycle of practices. Each of the practices, they all do flow one into the next, and they're great practices by themselves. But then, as what you'll notice as we go through these, is they each have quite a different character because they're working with, it's the same energy, but in a different phase as it goes through these different phases. So they feel a bit different, but they all harmonize really nicely together as a self-balancing set through all of our major energy systems. We're going to do something a little bit different with it this time. Normally we do waking the chi from a sitting position. So if you've seen some of the other videos of waking the chi, we do it sitting, and most of the time it is preferable to do it sitting. But today we're actually going to do it from standing. There's different circumstances where you might want to do it standing due to physical limitations or some other reason as well. So we're going to start from a standing position. All right, enough of a preamble. We'll get started. So if you put your feet shoulder width apart and just sink into your posture a little bit, back straight, shoulders relaxed and open, arms loosed at the side, neck long. We'll take just a few moments to relax our body, clear our mind, tune into the sensations of our body and our breath, and then also our energy. So being aware of your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your thighs, your pelvis, your abdomen, your chest, your back, your shoulders, your arms, your neck, your head. See if you can be aware of your whole body. And then also be aware of your breath. Feel the breath moving through your body. Let your whole body move with the breath. So as you breathe in, you feel your whole body expand and rise just a little. As you breathe out, your whole body contracts and sinks just a little. And as you let your whole body move with the breath, the energy also starts to flow more freely. And so just standing and breathing, we can start to feel our energy flow. Deep, relaxed breaths. So we'll start into the first movement from waking the chi, done standing. So we'll bend forwards. And then we stand back up. Very simple. Come forwards, and you can just bend as far as you're able to, as far as is comfortable for you. And then standing back up. Once more, bending forwards. As we do this, we're Opening up our lower back, the muscles in our lower back, and standing back up, those muscles in our lower back pull back together. Now, opening our arms to the sides, turning the hands out, and then turning the arms upwards. We'll breathe in, raising our arms up high, touching the heels of the hands together, and then breathe out, opening the arms back down to shoulder height. We'll breathe in, raise the arms up, touching the heels of the hands together. Breathe out, opening them back down. Breathe in, so this movement opens up the mid-back. And breathe out. Leaving the arms at shoulder height, we turn, look to one side, turn, look to the other side, and turn, loosening the neck and the top of the back and shoulders, turn, and turn, facing back to the front, lowering your hands. We're going to massage by knocking up and down either side of our spine. Knocking up and down, stimulating all of those nerves that come out of the spine. Giving everything a good massage. And bringing the hands up. We can do the same on our head, knocking forwards and back. And so in doing this, of course, we're stimulating the nerves around the head, but also we're sending this vibration into our brain, giving our brain a little bit of a massage as well. Opening the hands, bringing them back down to our lower back again. This time we're going to massage again, but by rubbing. So we'll breathe in as we bring our hands up, breathe out, rubbing them down. Breathe in, hands come up, breathe out, rubbing down. Breathe in, hands up, breathe out, down. One more, breathe in, and breathe out. Now bring the hands up. First, we're going to squeeze the muscles on each side of our neck. So we'll squeeze, release, massaging the muscles on each side of our neck. And then we rub our hands up over our head, all the way over our face, and then back, rubbing back over the head, rubbing forwards and back. And this rubbing particularly increases the blood flow. Rub forwards and back. One more, forwards and back. Opening our hands, bringing them down into the back. This time we're just going to place the palms of our hands into our back, and we simply stand and breathe and feel the energy from our hands soak in, radiate in, supporting our kidneys, which then support our spine, and then that supports up to our head. So we're sending some energy to refresh, renew, to heal into our kidneys and our lower back. And we open our hands, coming up high one more time. This time keeping your hands off the surface of your body, and we'll guide our hands forwards and back. So we're just using the energy radiating from our hands, not touching the surface of our body, letting that energy that radiates from our hands penetrate deep through all the layers, through the skin, through the connective tissue, through the muscles, through the bone, all the way into our brain. Gently carrying for this with our energy. One more. So bringing the hands back to the back of the head, we're going to open them up and this time bring them in front of our body, palms facing up. Grab my glasses again. So from here we turn the top hand down. And you might, because we've started to activate our energy, started to wake it up, you might feel some energy between your hands just right away as we do this. And then we're going to roll the hands. So we turn, changing position of the hands. We turn again. And turn, and you might feel it's as if the energy is turning over in your hands, feeling a swapping, turning over, activating the energy. Continue to breathe deep, relaxed breath. Now from here, we're going to extend the energy out into our limbs. So the first way we do this is we put one leg back and we reach our arms out. We look at each hand, leaving your feet where they are. We'll breathe in, folding our arms, and then breathe out, extending to the opposite side. Look at each hand. We breathe in, we fold our arms, breathe out, extending out. Look at each hand, breathe in and breathe out. We feel the energy extending out, flowing out into our legs, into our arms. Breathe in, breathe out from the center, flowing outwards. Breathe in, breathe out. So now we're going to change legs. So we breathe in, bringing our leg back. And breathe out, extend the other leg out behind us, extending the arms. Look at each hand. Breathe in, fold the arms. Breathe out, extend to the other side. Look at each hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Same side. Look at each hand. Breathe in. Opposite side. Look at each hand. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Last one. Breathe out. So bringing our leg back in as we breathe in. Now we're going to extend one leg in front of us. So if we can, we're going to put it out with the heel on the ground and reach our opposite hand forwards. Look at each hand. We change legs. So the other leg comes forward. Extend the opposite hand forward. Look at each hand. We breathe in as we fold. And breathe out. So we're working with some of the functions of our brain. Breathe in as we do this, working with some of our coordination, opposite side coordination in our body. Breathe in. And also the way some of our muscles work to stabilize us. And breathe out, extending the energy from the center outwards. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe into the center. Lowering our hands. Breathe out. So we started activating the energy up the spine, the kidneys, and so on. Now it should be quite spread through our body, out into our arms, out into our legs. We're going to start to circulate this, get this moving through our body a bit more. So first, we'll breathe in, raising our arms. Breathe out, lowering and sink. We sink the legs as well. Breathe in, rise. We feel like a wave building up through our whole body. And then breathe out. We feel that wave wash back away. Breathe in. And breathe out. This time we'll breathe in again, bring our arms up to shoulder height. And as we breathe out, we're going to swing all the way down as low as we're able to. If we can brush the ground, we'll do that. We'll breathe in, bring our hands up. Breathe out, swing down. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out. Breathe in, coming up. This next one, we'll breathe out, swinging down. Then as we come up, we're going to breathe in, bringing our hands forward, a deep breath in, and hold our breath and clap. Then we breathe out, we press and sink. Breathe in, deep breath in. So we're starting to raise our energy, concentrate it as we raise it. Hold our breath. And breathe out. Again, deep breath in. Hold the breath. And breathe out. Next movement. Breathe in, crossing the arms. Breathe out, opening them out to the sides, pulling down with claws. We're raising the energy even higher here. Breathe in, we're bringing the energy up into our head, and breathe out, expanding it out from our head. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we breathe in, we bring our hands all the way up, bringing the energy all the way up. And we stir our hands side to side, so it's called stirring the clouds. So you can imagine as if there are some clouds and you're drifting your hands through them, stirring them. And we feel this loosen all the way through our whole body, particularly through the sides of our body. And we might also feel some extra stimulation on our hands with the energy raised all the way up to our hand. The next two movements are called thunder and lightning. So with thunder, we breathe in, lift one foot up, breathe out, step down. Breathe in, lift it up, breathe out, step down. Breathe in, breathe out. We feel a vibration. Breathe in, come all the way up through our whole body. Breathe in, breathe out. The vibration loosens, shakes things up. Breathe in, breathe out, gets the energy moving. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Lightning. We breathe in, lift our hands a little higher, then breathe out, drop them down rapidly. Breathe in. So we've lifted that energy all the way up. Breathe out. Now we drop it down. Breathe in. One more. Breathe out. Drop it down. Then we stand. That rapid dropping of the energy starts a downwards flow. And so in our mind, it's as if we're standing in a gentle rain. And we feel the downwards wash of energy over our whole body, from our head over our face, our neck, our shoulders, our chest, our back, abdomen, our arms, our hands, our pelvis, our legs, our feet, just washing down. As that energy washes down, it refreshes, it cleanses, it renews. And also it starts to soak into the cells of our body. And as the cells of our body start to become full of energy, once they're full, they start to overflow, and the excess moves into the streams, into the rivers, so that it flows and circulates within our body. And those rivers are our organ meridians, essentially. So the downwards wash of energy refreshes, renews, and then the energy naturally starts to move into those meridians where it can circulate within the body. So we'll move into some movements, the 12 rivers, working with these flows. So we step our feet close together. For the first one we're going to do, we breathe in. This is for the stomach. We breathe out, press our hands apart, and look up. We breathe in, circle, gathering energy. Breathe out, spreading the energy and stimulating the stomach meridian. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, spread. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, spread. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, spread. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So we're going to move on to the next movement after this one. So we breathe out, stepping our feet back out a bit wider, lowering our hands. Breathe in, opening your arms to the sides. Breathe out, we turn through, swing our arms through. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, turn through, swing the arms through. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, this one stimulates the spleen. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe into the center. Breathe out, lowering our hands, sitting into a horse stance. We'll breathe in, drawing our fists back. Breathe out, we push our elbows up, back, forwards, and then we open the hands out. Breathe in, stimulating, massaging the heart. Breathe out, up, back, forwards, and opening out, stimulating the heart meridian. Breathe in, one more, drawing the hands back. Breathe out, elbows come up, back, forwards, and out. Breathe in the next movement. We'll breathe out, bringing our fist, a vertical fist, out through our center line. We then drop the fist, circle through, open the hand. We breathe in, drawing back. Breathe out, fist comes through the center line, circle through, and open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Circle through and open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stimulating the small intestine with this one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Lowering your hands, breathe out. We'll step our feet a little closer together. Now we keep our legs straight as we bend forwards. Breathing in, just bend to wherever you can. We clasp our hands together. We breathe out, standing up, bringing the hands up to shoulder height. We breathe in, bend the legs, and breathe out, swing the arms back, 1. Letting the whole body bend. 2. So legs straight, we breathe in, bending forwards. This one's for our bladder meridian. Breathe out, we stand up, arms to shoulder height. Breathe in, bend the legs, swing the arms back. Breathe out, reach up and back. 1, 2. So the bladder meridian runs right down the back of the body. Breathe in. So we can feel this stretching and then being activated right through the back of the body in this movement. Breathe out, standing up, arms to shoulder height. Breathe in, bend the legs, swing the arms back. Breathe out and feel this right through the back of your body. 1 and 2. Stepping your feet a little bit wider. Breathe in, raising the arms to one side. Breathe out, drawing the bow. Breathe in, this is called riding a horse, using a bow and arrow to shoot the eagle. Breathe out. Breathe in. You're using this one for our kidney meridian. Breathe out. Breathe in, opening up through the hips, the shoulders, through the spine. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. This time as we breathe in, we're going to circle our hands, big circle, gathering, keeping in our horse stance. Breathe out, press the hands apart, and we twist, and we twist. Breathe in, circle, gather. Breathe out, press the hands forwards, and twist, twist. Breathe in. So this is for an interesting organ meridian. Breathe out. So it's sometimes called the pericardium, sometimes it's called circulation or sex meridian. Breathe in. It relates to our peripheral blood flow. Breathe out. Twist. Twist once more on each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Twist. Twist. Breathe in. And breathe out. Twist. Twist. Breathe in. We'll lower our hands, breathe out, stepping our feet back in a little closer. Breathe in, raising your arms to the sides. We lace the fingers together and breathe out, press up, stretching through the whole body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. This is for another interesting one. It's called the triple warmer. Breathe out, or triple heater. Lots of different variations of how we refer to it. Breathe in, opening the arms. And breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Turning to the side, we breathe in, stepping one foot out. We'll breathe out. We reach, we grab, and we lift up, over, and behind. Breathe in. This one's called tiger, stretches its back. Breathe out. So we're making claws, and you can think of a tiger arching its back, twisting. Breathe in, or just another cat. You've hopefully seen cats doing this kind of stretching movement. Breathe out. Breathe in. And we use this for the gallbladder meridian. Breathe out. Breathe in once more to each side. Breathe out. The gallbladder meridian runs right down the side of our body. So we feel this engage with this side stretching movement. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, bring our hands onto the waist. Breathe out. We lunge. Breathe in, sit back, turn the foot over. Breathe out, reaching down with the chin. Then we release. Breathe in as we turn. Breathe out, lunge. Breathe in, sit back, turn over. Breathe out. Breathe in. So we're using this one for the liver meridian. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. The liver meridian, it comes up through the inside of the leg. Breathe in. And then it sort of goes to the waist and up into the ribs. Breathe in. So we're stretching each part of that. Breathe out. And then you might feel the squeezing, massaging of the liver itself as we bend forwards. And then out. Once more each side. Breathe in, sit back. Breathe out, bending down. And release. Breathe in as we turn. Breathe out, lunge. Breathe in, sit back, turn over. Breathe out, reaching down. Release. And then breathe in, coming back to the center, drawing our fists back. We'll breathe out, turning out to one side, extending the fist. Breathe in, big circle behind. Keep breathing in, big circle in front, and breathe out. Breathe in, big circle behind. Keep breathing in, big circle in front, and breathe out. Breathe in. So we're using this for our lungs, opening up the lungs themselves and also the lung meridian. Breathe out. Breathe in so you can feel it really opening up all the way through your ribs. And breathe out. Breathe in, big circle. Keep breathing in and out. Breathe in, big circle. Keep breathing in. And we breathe out, lowering our hands onto our knees, taking the weight through our arms. Breathe in, big circle around to one side, and we come all the way around back up to the top. Breathe out, going the other way. Breathe in, big circle all the way around. And breathe out. So we're massaging the large intestine with this movement. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. And out. Changing directions with our breath. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Out. One more. Breathe in. and out. Stepping your feet close together again, finishing where we started with this network of meridians. Back with the stomach, breathe out. Breathe in, big circle. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, big circle. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in, last one. And out. Breathe in. Lowering your hands, stepping your feet out. Breathe out. Bring your hands onto your lower abdomen, underneath your belly button. So this is in front of our dantian. We'll stand for just a few moments, again, aware of our body, aware of our breath, and maybe with some awareness of our energy. And particularly, we might notice it circulating, moving inside, flowing through those rivers, stimulated by the practices we've been doing. So we let those rivers continue to flow, we let the energy continue to circulate. And rivers always eventually flow to somewhere. So they flow into a lake or into an ocean. And so we are aware of the energy flowing and starting to gather in our lower dantian, our abdomen, underneath the palms of our hands. So we can turn our awareness to this space in the middle of our body and see if we can feel the energy accumulating, gathering there. See what sensations you might feel of energy there. You might feel some warmth. You might feel some movement. You might feel other sensations as well. Continue to breathe deep, relaxed breaths, aware of the energy gathering in your dantian. And we're going to start to stir this energy. So with a circular movement, we're massaging this area of the lower abdomen, stirring the energy, gathering in our field of qi, our ocean of qi. We'll change direction, stirring the other way. So as we stir, we activate the energy further. We also help to balance it out so it moves freely. Deep, relaxed breaths. Lower your hands. We're going to breathe in, bringing our hands up in front of our chest. Then breathe out, press out to the sides. So we're taking that energy from our center and spreading it so it fills our whole body. Breathe in, hands come in, we sink our legs as well. Breathe out, spreading from the center outwards, spreading the energy, expanding the body. Breathe in. And breathe out, spread. Breathe in. Changing the position of our hands. Breathe out. Now we're going to spread up and down. Look at each hand. Breathe in. Sink the body. Bring the hands back together. Breathe out. Spread. Breathe in. One more. Breathe out. Breathe in. So we'll change hands. Breathe out. Spread. Pressing apart. Breathe in, hands come back together. Breathe out, spread. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Now spreading to the front and back. Breathe out, turn to one side, extend the arms. Breathe in. Coming back to the center. Breathe out, spreading from the center outwards. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, we'll change to the other side. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, hands to the center. Breathe out, lowering your hands. Breathe in, raising your arms to the sides. Breathe out, lowering them down in front. Breathe in, so we're circulating energy up our spine. And as we breathe out, bringing the energy down the front of our body. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, change directions. Breathe in, going the other way. Out. Breathe in, up the front. Breathe out, down the back. Breathe in and out. Now wrapping the energy around our waist. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, horizontal cycling this time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Changing directions with the breath. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming back to the center. Raising your hands. Breathe in. This is a squatting movement. Only go as low as is comfortable for you. And then when we breathe out, we'll come back up. If you want to go as low as is comfortable for you, you can come all the way down and out, coming up. But just go with what works for you. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. Lowering your hand. Bringing your hands onto your waist. Shift your weight across to one leg. I'm going to spiral one leg. Using this to open up the flow through the center of the leg. We'll spiral the other way. Change the other leg. So while we can feel everything moving around on the outside, our focus is on the center of the leg, opening up that central flow. And the other way. We then spiral at the waist. So we continue to draw up through the legs and now up through the center of the body. Again, opening the central flow. Change direction, spiral the other way. And then we come all the way up to the arms. So we bring that central flow all the way up, spiraling with the arms, bringing it up through the center of the arm, out to the hand, and spiral the other way. Change, other hand, spiral, and the other way. Top of the head, spiral. And the other way. Lower your hands. And we're going to lift our hands directly upwards, palms facing up. Look up if you're comfortable to do that as well. In this position, we feel the connection between heaven and earth, having activated all the extraordinary meridians. Our energy is able to circulate more freely, and we're able to connect into some of the external energies and let them flow through us. So you may feel the energy from earth flowing upwards through your body, out through your hands, and the energy of heaven flowing down through your body, back down to the earth. They kind of act as a link between the two, letting the energy flow through us. As it does this, it refreshes, renews, and in a way it recharges us. It's a little bit like plugging in to recharge our batteries, letting this energy flow through us. Deep, relaxed breaths, just letting the energy flow. And then we're going to lower our hands slowly back down. And again, just stand for a few moments, aware of your body, aware of your breath, aware of your energy. You may still feel the energy circulating, moving inside you. And you may also have a sense of the energy relaxing, expanding out, filling into the space around you, filling your energy field. Naturally, when we recharge our energy, it's able to circulate and move more strongly with an abundance of energy. And this then naturally sends more of the energy outwards, strengthening the field of energy around us. So we'll just stand for a few moments. Deep, relaxed breaths. Letting the energy still flow through us, still connected gently to heaven, gently to earth. And let the energy expand into our energy field. Balancing, harmonizing the field of energy around us. And then we're going to move into some flow practice. And so to start with, we're just going to let our body sway. There's lots of different things, quite literally an infinite number of things we can do within a flow practice. We're just going to do some very simple practice today. It's going to be freestyle. It's actually going to be up to you to let yourself move the way that feels good to you, to let the energy flow through. So we're just going to sway to begin with. And you can sway forwards and back. You can also sway side to side. You can sway any way that you want. And as you do this, just be aware of the sensations of the energy within your body. And you may notice some parts that it flows through very easily, and other parts where maybe the energy feels a little bit stiff or a little bit stuck. As we work gently flowing the energy, we can start to free up some of those places where it becomes maybe a little bit stuck. And so in our mind, we can just gently work with letting the energy flow more freely, letting it go wherever it needs to go. This will be different for different people. Some people, maybe the energy gets stuck in their neck or their shoulders, maybe in your back or your elbow or your wrist, your knees, anywhere you can feel that. Just be aware of the energy and direct it to move more freely. So as we continue to sway, you can let yourself start to move in whatever way feels right to you, to allow your energy to move freely, to flow freely. So your arms might move more, you might start to move your legs, you might start to make different shapes. Just do whatever feels good. And if it doesn't feel like energy stuck anywhere, that's fine. You can just enjoy playing with the energy, moving the energy in free, smooth, flowing movements. You can think of this a little bit like doodling. We don't have anything specific we need to do with the movement, so we just play with the movement. We explore like different strokes of a pen or a pencil when we're doodling. But then out of that, we start to become more skillful at moving our energy, and we can gain insights into our movement, into the flow of our energy. We're just going to continue this for another few short moments, few short minutes. Letting the energy flow. Moving whatever way feels good to you. Then we'll come back to settle where you'd like to finish. And again, just stand in a neutral posture, letting the energy flow through. Continue standing there while I need to deal with a technical issue. Let's see. Yeah. All right. We'll bring our hands back to our lower dantian and just let the energy settle inside. We've stirred it up, moved it in all sorts of ways, which is great. We want to allow our energy to continue to flow, to move freely, but we also don't want it to be too active. We want it to finish centered, stable, and calmed within us. So we'll take just a few moments, centering our energy. And then we'll finish there. All right, I'm going to grab a chair so we can have a little bit of discussion before we finish. That was quite good timing, actually. So my technical issue was my power supply wasn't working, and so the computer might have switched off imminently. So I had to go check that, but then it turns out, because I didn't have a clock to pay time to as well, and it was kind of time for us to finish our session anyway, so that worked out nicely. Okay, so I will allow people to unmute themselves if they would like. There we go. And if anyone has any questions, comments, observations from the session, or about something else to do with Qigong, you're welcome to jump in.
Do I say them all together, or you want me to space them up?
Well, maybe one question at a time, so we can deal with them one at a time. Might be helpful.
I'll get the second one. Okay, I'll put a bookmark. So first of all, I really like how we're activating the energy instead of collecting the energy, because we having us. So my question is, how important is the factor of the breath or of the speed of doing it when we're activating it? Because I know you have to talk. So I heard you exhaling like strongly all the time through the mouth, which obviously gets it like more active. So
Yeah.
is it recommended to breathe through the mouth, you know, to get it like more active and to move faster, or is it somewhere in between?
So it's really a case of, so a couple of things: personal need in different circumstances, and then also preference. You know, so sometimes people have a preference for a more vigorous practice. It might not be that there's a specific need, but still that might be what they prefer. So yeah, and also sometimes need. So sometimes there's a need to practice more gently, and other times there's a need to be more active as we do that. So things that we can do to make it more active, yes, often moving faster will make it more active. And as you noted, breathing out through the mouth will tend to make the practice more active as well. Of course, if I'm talking a lot, I'm not necessarily going to be breathing quite the same way I would if I was just practicing for myself, because I'm breathing and also also trying to explain things at the same time. So you certainly can. For everything that we did, you could just breathe in and out through your nose to keep it very relaxed. But if you want to make it more active, breathing out through the mouth, we'll do
I
that.
don't think it was specific enough. I was referring to waking the chi. Like I know, like the general rule in general,
Oh, okay.
waking
Right.
the chi, we have to activate the energy. So that's what I was referring
Ah,
to.
right. Okay. So different phases of that practice will tend to be more relaxed and more active. So particularly, so it starts more gently and it gets more active towards the end. There's a building up, building up, building up. So generally the practice, and again, you can vary this according to need, but generally the parts at the beginning will be more in and out through the nose because it's more relaxed. But as you move towards the end, it will start to get more active, particularly. So clearly when we're doing eagle spreads, at swings and soars, we're starting to get quite active. And so that we almost always will breathe out through the mouth for that one. And all of the movements after that also tend to be more active movements. So this dragon spies its prey, you can do it more gently with the nose, but it tends to be a more active movement. And so we'll breathe with the mouth. Same as we move into, well, stirring the clouds can be quite gentle. You can do it more actively as well. But then thunder and lightning, definitely, we sort of, these are very active movements. And so adapting the breath to harmonize with that is useful. Cool.
Second question, because I remember it, is this is at the end of the practice, like after, like when we started doing the freestyle, because we started we did before the between a heaven and earth. This is for me, like I'm really in between heaven and earth. Like I really feel a connection like going through me.
Great.
So as I'm moving out of the energetic tube. So I'm kind of, it's like so hard to take it with me, like
Okay.
up and bottom the same. So it
Yeah.
took me a while, but anyway, it's kind of like I'm getting out of the pipe and I'm
Right.
not with me. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm creating it, like in
Yeah.
the, and it stays there, so I can go away and come back to it.
Sure, I understand what you're saying. So, yeah, so this is, well, this is an interesting part of practice and awareness of energy, because we can create, essentially leave an imprint or guidance of energy in the space around us. So this is one specific case of that. But similarly, you might, through practice, intention and practice and so on, you might change the energetic quality of a whole room or something like this as well over time. But you're talking about, specifically just in one instant and having that connection connected to a physical space. So that is something that you can do. But we can also learn to actually tie that connection to ourselves so that we bring it with us. Yeah. And if we're moving, and so there's a little bit of a distinction in intention and result between those, but ideally with this sort of practice, the aim is to have the connection tied to us. So we move, the connection goes with us. Yeah, but it's a whole another interesting area of application to actually influence the energy of spaces around you, which can be yeah, interesting
I'm aware of
area as
my,
well.
like when I go in the store and the doors open and I walk in, I feel the wave going in, and because the people are just staring. I didn't do anything. Yes, so of that I'm aware.
Everyone turns and looks at you when you walk in. Hey, okay. Look who's arrived.
I don't know. I have a strong energy, it's like zoom, and I can tell like people like what the, yeah. It's just me. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Did anyone else have any questions or comments or anything like that?
It's not a question, maybe a comment.
Yeah.
Oh, who goes?
Mark, go ahead, Ellen.
Okay, sometimes, with the breathing, my breathing doesn't always coordinate with the in and out. I have to take a extra breath.
Yeah.
And, I guess I need to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Breathe. If you need to breathe, quite simply. And this is where, of course, practicing in a group, the pace is going to vary for different people. And we try to go at a pace that, will be comfortable and beneficial to everyone. But in your own practice, you can, as well as just maybe taking extra breath sometimes, you can change the speed that you're moving at, so it becomes easier to coordinate with whatever's happening with your breath.
Okay, so over practice, I'll probably increase my breath capacity, of course.
Yes, that will happen naturally over time as well. Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, Maria, go ahead.
Tell you something funny. I practice in the macrocosmic orbit, right?
Yeah.
This was last year sometime. And every time I'm not very sure, my husband is not into Qigong, but I asked him, do this, can you do that to help me?
Yeah.
And I said, look, I showed him your video and I said, look, John goes right down and I can't do it. I can't go right down. And he's, a couple of years back, he's had a hip replacement. So, it's not his.
Yeah.
So he says, oh, what do you mean, this? And he did it straight away.
Wow. Yeah, wow. That's great.
I can't do it. I can't. And he's older than me.
Wow, that's really good. But look, it's okay if you can't do it. The point is always to work within the limits of your physical capability. And even if you do it through a lesser range of motion, it still does stimulate the energy flow all the way. So great that he can do it, but completely fine and wise for you to do what you can within your capacity. Very good. Cool. Well, look, nice to see everyone today. We will. So I don't have any more sessions scheduled on the website yet. I will put some more up. I think what we'll do is we'll probably have a bit of a break over the sort of Christmas, New Year's sort of time as part of that, though. So whatever's happening with that, I'll put some notes on the page on the website so you can see what's happening there. I haven't figured that out yet, but just so you know, definitely we will have a session next week and the week after, but we might have a bit of a break after that. Cool. Okay. Thanks everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, John.
Bye.